All right, so selling info on IG just got ridiculously easy, like stupidly easy, and I'm about to show you exactly how I made $15,000 in just 5 days for one of my clients. And another thing about him was that he also had a really unqualified audience, like full of Indians, Nigerians, African people. So it's safe to say that if I was able to make 15K in 5 days at 15 years old for my client, with an audience that was like 80% Nigerian and Indian. It works under any circumstances and in any situation, and that it can be applied to every online coach out there right now. Because if you are an online coach or you have any kind of expertise and you're not leveraging Instagram to sell info, you got no idea how much money you're losing every single month, because it's never been easier than it is right now. And while most people are still obsessing over those super complicated content strategies, me and my clients are literally printing off of this super simple method to sell high ticket info on IG. And today I'm going to show you the complete system that took my clients from randomly posting content and hoping that people would buy to generating over 15K in 5 days with a super simple launch. So now let's actually get into it, just to show you that I'm not lying. This is proof of some of the payments of the 15K in 5 days. And the reason this has been so easy for me is because I've been actually fulfilling for my own clients, right? This is me hopping on calls with them, or I give them all of my SOPs. So I basically get them results, and I use them results myself in my own marketing. Like, this is a tweet that I made to show people that my systems work and to sell on my mechanism. And also, I'm actually in the trenches on all of those offers. I'm behind the payment processing, behind the sales team training, all the SOPs and stuff. So since I'm inside all of these offers and I see everything, I know what works and I know what doesn't. And honestly, that's my superpower that a lot of people don't have, because most coaches just give their clients the blueprint. They might even get successful with it, don't get me wrong, but they don't really have data on what's working and what doesn't, because obviously everything that they give their clients is not going to work 100%. So no, they don't really have much data about that. And one thing about me is that I see everything that is working in the moment, and I give that to my own clients so that they can get the same results. And based on all this data that I have, today I'm going to show you exactly what's working, how you can structure your entire Instagram ecosystem so that you can also hit months like this, like 15K weeks. And it's not going to be another video where I just tell you exactly what content to post, but I actually get into the psychology on why it works and the thought process behind multiple six figures info marketing. So let's actually get into it. Now, this is a simple screenshot that I of a chat that I had with my closer. And one thing that you gotta realize is that for people to pay, they gotta be in their 3 a.m. moment. And I'm sure you know what a 3 a.m. moment looks like. It's, when you're in your bed scrolling TikTok, watching motivational videos, like money videos, like of people living your life, and you get that dopamine spike, and you start thinking, I need to take action now. So you start making all the plans for the morning. You set up your alarm. You might even think about your to-do list for the day, but then obviously you wake up the next day, the dopamine is already gone and you don't want to do nothing and you go back to being lazy. But you want to catch your prospects while they're in that 3 a.m. moment, no matter what, because that's when they're gonna be most likely to buy. And obviously, for people to give you thousands of dollars, they've gotta feel like making a change. But how do you actually get those clients in that status and in that flow? You simply want to post results and showing other people crushing it, and you want to create fear of missing out. This is super super important. So let me just show you a couple of examples of story sequences, not even story sequences, but story results that I posted for my clients. And let me actually make you understand why just showing screenshots of results does not work, and how you actually get your people and those prospects in that 3 a.m. moment. So here we got two reviews, and then we say this could have been you. You see how we're basically making him feel like he's missing out big time when he's not in the program. And this review is basically like, I used to be unprofitable before joining, now I joined and I'm incredibly profitable. Or we show someone getting a watch, and then we say average QDC member, which was the name of the program. And obviously when someone what is gonna watch this story, they're gonna be thinking like, this could have been me only if I was inside of QDC specifically for this case. Or people that just joined are already winning. Or this is what happens when you learn the method that actually works. My students know something that most people don't, and we show results. Same thing here, we show result, and this is what happens when you learn the right way to trade. So what we're doing is we're basically creating fear of missing out, and we're making people feel like they gotta take action now. And like we make them feel really really frustrated about the fact that they're not in yet. And honestly, if you don't start posting stories like this now, it's gonna be way harder if you do it later, because obviously someone is not gonna trust you on the first result story. They're gonna start trusting you around here or here, because that's when they're gonna be thinking, this guy gets his students so many results. Or even if you don't have many clients yet or client results yet, they're gonna be like, this guy gets so many results. Let me understand what happened, I don't know, but let me understand how his method works. And they eventually start watching your funnel, keep watching your stories, and they go through the whole buying journey. Okay, great. Another thing is that people are never gonna buy from you if they have some doubt. What you gotta do is you gotta completely remove the doubt from their mind. Like, there's gotta be no doubt, because usually when there's doubt, there's always no money. And yeah, like a couple of people might buy, even if they had a little bit of doubt, just because all of your results and all of the stuff that you show. But obviously most people won't. And that's why you gotta post a lot of results, because results reduce doubt over time. Because obviously if you show that your method works for yourself and many others a lot, it's gonna be inevitable for them to think that it works no matter what, and that it can work for them. Let me actually show you the full story sequences blueprint that you can start following. So first things first, you want to post client wins constantly. I already showed you the full framework for that. Second, you want to create urgency around timing, and you want to be like, this opportunity might never be around ever again, so take advantage of it now and join my program. Or you could also say, we got these exclusive bonuses right now, join before they expire. Or we're closing doors in 24 hours or something. So you want to create urgency around timing and make people feel like they gotta join now. Third, super super important, is you want to show lifestyle results. What does that mean? You want to show your life. This is the folder that I have for my client on his IG. But what does that mean? Is it's basically showing that you can go on a vacation with your friend and spend thousands of dollars with expensive outfits on um clothing or anything, whatever it is. You can travel a lot. So a London story, a story where he's in London, or where he's in the back of a concert, I guess, I don't really know what it is, with an Amiri shirt, which is an expensive shirt. So what you gotta do is you wanna have people like you as a person before they like your unique mechanism. You want to show the life that your method got you and got for all of your own students. Because usually people buy coaches and not coaching. Let me just make you a quick example. So this is a mountain, and you got a coach here at the top of the mountain, and he shows the best results, and he has the best method. Or I mean, I don't really know if he has the best method, but he shows a lot of results. But he doesn't really share his life, and he doesn't really show himself as a person. He only shows his business side of thing, which is what you gotta learn and what he's teaching people. And then you got another coach here, like in the middle, a little bit at the top, but not like this guy. And he's showing his life. He's showing his lifestyle that the method got him. He shows himself as a person. And obviously I'm gonna be way more likely to buy from this guy rather from this guy right here, just because I like this guy more. Usually people buy programs to have access to you as a coach, and not even necessarily to your method. They just want to be able to talk to you, and they want to get tips from you. So that's why you gotta make people like yourself as a person first. If you only post value content, it's not gonna get you anywhere. Unfortunately, you might be able to scale to 10, 20, even sometimes 30K per month only with value. But to actually scale to those multiple six-figure months, you wanna start posting lifestyle content too, to show people who you are and what your method was able to make you achieve at just your age, for example. So, fourth point, you want to address their specific pain points constantly. So, let's say we have an organic drop shipping offer, and you want to go like, yeah, most people spend hours trying to figure out their winning products, scrolling on TikTok or IG, and usually they find nothing and they just waste time and money. But my clients are spending a couple of hours max every single day and they're finding $1 million products. So that's kind of how you want to do it. Fifth, you create comparison anchors. And sixth, you want to use future pacing. This is super, super important. What does that mean? Is you want to go like, yeah, imagine yourself in 4 months. You could honestly be living your dream lifestyle, making 10K per month if you have a BSOP offer. And then you want to be like, but my own program is the way to get there in just 4 months. Because if you don't join my program, you're probably going to be stuck years losing thousands of dollars. And so this is basically what you want to do. And if you follow this blueprint for both results, lifestyle, and everything that I just showed you, a why is going to become a when. What does that mean? If someone actually gets into your story ecosystem, then their mind is gonna go from why should I buy from this guy to a when should I buy from this guy. So let's say there's an unqualified leads that start following you, they watch all of these stories, then eventually something comes up where they get money and they're able to buy your program, they're gonna do it ASAP, they're gonna do it instantly. So if you wanna have a when and not a why, you gotta follow the system. And another beautiful thing is when someone buys from this state here, they're the best clients always because they're super motivated, they take action, they get results, they refer to other people, which is great. And it's basically a positive cycle. You win, they win. You win because you get them results, it's fulfilling, and you get the best case studies that you can use in your own marketing to get even more clients, and they obviously make money because you taught them how to if you have a BSOP offer. And if you follow the system the right way, like I literally just showed you, the end result is gonna be that you become literally a magnet to money, and people are gonna be wanting to throw money at you always. Even while the spots for your program are closed, people are still gonna be begging to pay you thousands of dollars. But obviously, only if you follow the system the way that I just showed you. Unfortunately, stories though are not the only thing that is gonna be able to um, make you become a money magnet, because you also need a content and profile system. Now, when someone clicks on your profile, now this is my client's profile, they usually uh, gotta have a clear path uh, to what they gotta watch. Example, we gotta start here folder where we basically sell on our mechanism, on who the creator is as a person. We show results, and we have CTAs to YouTube and stuff. So we have a start here, highlight. Then people might be wanna be watching the wins highlight, or this other highlight, or the lifestyle highlight. So these are pretty much the only highlights that we got on our profile that actually matter. That's why they're at the top here. And this is usually what you want to have too. It's a start here, a wins, and a lifestyle. Now, obviously, you want to have as much wins folders as possible, just because obviously it shows people that your method actually works. But then we also have a post that got 24K views on basically selling on the creator as a person and on the lifestyle that he has. And then we go like, I went from 0 to 40K to 43K per month trading at 21, thanks, and I'm able to live my dream life thanks to the strategy. Follow me if you want to learn more about it. So, and obviously you can really see them here, but we got lifestyle posts. And this is usually what you want to have, because when someone clicks on your profile, they gotta be nurtured. Your Instagram profile needs to be very well built, just like I showed you. You want to have testimonials with pictures of you, pictures of your lifestyle, and pictures of you working as an example. Now, usually what is going to happen is when you post results, you bring people closer. And if you post the right story results, like I showed you here, you're going to create urgency and scarcity around your program. And people are eventually going to give you thousands of dollars. And honestly, it works pretty well. It made my client 15K in 5 days with basically a Nigerian audience. So my own clients get a lot of clients themselves from this story framework. Now, you could post pain agitation stories, like you want to talk about the problems your audience faces, or authority stories, client win stories, educational stories, whatever it is. Just post stories because it's always great to nurture your audience and to get them to live a little bit of your method or your life. And each story here moves people through the buying journey. So let's say they start watching your pain agitation stories and they're gonna be cold. Then they start watching your authority stories and they're gonna be a little bit warmer because they're gonna be start thinking, wow, this guy's method is great. It works so well. I wanna do the same. Then they start watching the educational and client wins, and they're gonna be ready to buy. They DM you and they become a paying client of yours. So this is usually what you want to follow, because what you're doing here, you're basically building more trust, you're nurturing them, and you're staying always on top of their mind, so that when they think about your niche, which could be, let's say, trading or ecom or fitness or whatever, they're gonna firstly think about you and then about all the other people, just because you're always staying on top of their mind with stories. With whatever you share, it doesn't matter, you're always at the top of their mind. And this is usually what you want to do. Like, this is one thing that gets people to buy. So now that you have all these stories ready, you, as I said earlier, you want to have people DM you. But how does that actually look like? So when someone follows you through your buying journey, they're gonna eventually end up talking to a DM setter that is gonna prescribe content based on their needs. So this is an example of a combo that I had with an online coach, and he basically saying, "Do you understand how my business model works?" I go like, "Not, not really." And then he sends me this video. Obviously, I didn't watch it, but if I was a real prospect, he was gonna send me this video, which was gonna be really likely to have a CTA, and either I was gonna apply right there and then on the video page, or I was gonna DM him back, or he was gonna be DMing me back like, "Hey, were you able to check that out?" And obviously, when we send a free value video, we basically already solved their problem for free. And after you do so, they're gonna be way more likely to buy from you, because you already solved their stuff for free one time, and you're gonna be able to do it for every one of their problems that is gonna eventually get to their dream outcome. I don't know why dream outcome. I don't know why it's back, but we're basically in a trust recession. So when you give people free value, and when you make them feel like you actually know what you're talking about, and you solved a lot of their problems already through your free content, they're gonna be really really likely to buy from you rather from than from any other online coach. That's why free courses in 2025 are printing so much, because there are so many online coaches out there right now for any niche, and the only way to stand out is by actually giving free value to build up more trust to the point where they're gonna buy from you. Now, obviously, having a super clear setting process is key. You're not gonna be able to make any money if you don't have a clear setting process, and having a clear setting process is the reason on why my closer went on 3 calls and made 3 PIFs, and were able to get deals like this and messages like this from the closers. Now, what you want to have is as a DM setting process is gonna be something like airport or an opener, a problem discovery section. Then you want to find out their motivation and their desires. You want to qualify them to understand if they're a good fit economically and in terms of commitment for the program. You want to bridge into the solution, and then you want to have the CTA to the call. Over here, they're probably gonna be a little bit cold because they just DM you or you just DM them. Then while they're basically opening up to you, while they open up about their problems and about their motivations, they're basically getting warmer and warmer till the point where they book a call with your closers. Now, obviously, you don't wanna have yourself handling all the DMs because it's just gonna be a mess and you're just gonna be never able to scale because you're gonna keep doing all the low leverage tasks. So what you wanna do is you wanna hire a setter that is gonna handle the DMs and you wanna train that setters, which I know it's not easy at all. So the metrics that you usually wanna track for your DM setter is gonna be like 100 warm outbounds to engagers, followers, whatever. And what you wanna do is you want to track how many replies, you want to track how many people got the link for the call sent to, how many were qualified, how many were unqualified, and these are basically the main metrics that you want to follow and that you want to track. Clearly, hiring and training a DM setter is not easy at all, so you gotta have a little bit of expertise because obviously if you don't know the scale, you're not gonna be able to find out where they're making mistakes eventually. So if you need help, just DM me on IG or booking a call through the link below. But yeah, apart from that, now you basically have the full blueprint to 15K weeks on IG. Honestly, I literally gave you everything. But honestly, most people that are gonna be watching this video till this point are never gonna take action on that. And the difference between people making 100K months with info and people making 10K per month with info is implementation and taking action. So what I want you to do right now is just start building out your IG ecosystem because it's guaranteed to work. It was able to make me 15K in 5 days at just 15 years old, and it's gonna be able to get way more results for yourself. So yeah, honestly, if you wanna have help in implementing all of this stuff, completely done for you, I'm opening up a couple of slots for my done for you program. So we basically handle content, the sales systems, the funnels, the sales team, the hiring, literally everything for you. And the only things that you have to focus on are fulfilling the product and the like just recording content. So if you want to know more about how it works, just booking a call through the link below. There's a link in my description. And if you want to scale to 100K plus per month, again, booking a call through the link below. Apart from that, thank you so much for checking out this video.